What's up, YouTube? And I'm back with a story time.
Nah, 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 nah. I don't want no Valentine, I just want Valentino. I just want the neck I poke.
What's up, YouTube? And I'm back with a story time for you guys. So, this story time is gonna be about when I first got incarcerated. Yes, incarcerated, but I wasn't incarcerated for that long. You know what I'm saying? It was like I think like a month or two. Anyways, let's get back on. Let's get on to the story time. So the story time. So it was back when I was like 17, 18. Man, there was like, I could say this was the start of my dark times, like in my dark days, because like, I was giving up on myself, you know what I'm saying? To the point where I didn't care if I was going to end up dead or in jail for the rest of my life, you know what I'm saying? So, more on the story with this guy, it was this dude I was hanging out with. Honestly, I could just call him family because like my cousin, because like he damn near we all is family because he he's my little cousin brother, which is my uncle, baby mama, whatever. So we 1 year, I'm 1 year older than him, so it's like honestly, I looked at him as a little brother. So going with the stories, it was just dark times. It was like a dark time in my life. So we end up going start robbing people or whatever. You know what I'm saying? We was feeling the same type of way. We feel like we was gonna not be shit. So we were just taking stuff and doing bad stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? Doing stupid stuff, you know? So like one day, my first knockout, whatever. So it was this Mexican dude. It was another dude. They was talking to the dude. I just came out of nowhere. Just knocked this shit. You know what I'm saying? Straight knocked him. He was a Mexican guy. I'm gonna lie. We wasn't targeted. We was like knocking out a lot of Mexican dudes, but we wasn't just targeting Mexican dudes. We just targeting anybody that, you know what I'm saying, we felt like who had it. You know what I'm saying? And because we didn't have it, nobody was teaching us how. You know what I'm saying, that to want something for yourself and to work for yourself. So we were just taking people's stuff. So so it was the first knockout. I ended up, like I say, I knocked this dude out, cleared this shit. You know what I'm saying? I fell with him, and he ain't had shit. He ain't had shit, and he was a Mexican. So when he ain't had shit. So after that, we just ended up running from him, whatever. He was asleep, like literally sleep. So then after that, it was when like the second knockout we did we was on the bike. It was like what 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. It was this Mexican dude. He was just walking with it there, and so I'm like, bro, I was like, God, I should knock his shit. I was on the bike. I was like, knock his shit. We was debating who was gonna knock his ass out. We was on the bike. I was on the pegs, whatever. He was on the bike. So we was debating like who's gonna knock his ass out. So I'm like, we gonna knock. Excuse my language. We was debating who's gonna knock him out. So we was like, shit. I was like, shit. I ended up just jumping off the bike, cleared him. He was on his way to work. I'm like, I just knocked him. He's like, I got to bleed. I'm like, sorry, I got to bleed like a mom. He ran. I could tell you, I know bullshit. He had on soccer shoes, nigga. That nigga was out of there. He must have played soccer because he was out of there. Like literally, he was out of there. And then I'm like, man, I couldn't catch him and see if he had money. 9 to 10, he had money because he was on his way to work. So 9 to 10, he had some money, but I never did get it. So we were just smoking weed, and then we went back to his house, smoked some weed, whatever. Got high, got to talk about all day, like, you know what I'm saying? That's talking about, you know how motherfuckers be talking, you know what I'm saying, collecting their thoughts and shit, and then getting high and thinking about, just talking about random and thinking about random stuff and wish it could have, how you did, would have, could have, would have, should have, whatever. So man, it was just a crazy, and then like shit. Let me see, like after that, we was just doing a lot of bad stuff. Like we was getting soap and bottling it up and giving it away and stuff like that. It was just crazy, bro. It was just very crazy, bro. Smoking weed, you know what I'm saying? We was busting out car windows and there's doing a lot of hot stuff. Like we was just like I had like one time I had like he had I had a we was on his way to his house. I had a brick bust the window out, and then we was on like a block away from his house. He bust somebody's window out. I'm like, oh, we was just on some lot of hot stuff. Like literally, we was on some lot of hot stuff. And then like the last robbery I did got me incarcerated. It was we was at the gate. It was three of us again. It was a we had end up guy with this other dude. He was on the same stuff. So we was like skip it. So it was all three of us. Now the other dude, the one that's my cousin, the 6 foot, he's scary. He like 6'3". He's scary as hell, man. He's very scary. I was always the one doing the work. You know what I'm saying? Only one that was this particular night. The only one that was doing the work was me and the other dude. The other dude, Mark, the 6 foot dude, he was scary, man. So to explain it, so the last robbery we did, I was in a cut, whatever, and we was by this gay bar or whatever. You know what I'm saying? We was waiting on anybody to come through. We was gonna stick 'em. So I had a whip. You know what I'm saying? I had a whip. I didn't have the heart yet to use, you know what I'm saying, a tool. So I was using my hands. So next thing you know, I heard somebody coming, and and it was a dude. You know what I'm saying? He was a you know what I'm saying. He was a homosexual. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. We wasn't just talking to homosexuals. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, you know what I'm saying. If you feel like you got it, you got it. He had a motherfucker pickup Dodge. You know what I'm saying? Truck. So I ended up, you know what I'm saying? So while I heard him coming, I got to hitting him. Bing, 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 bing. He didn't fall. This nigga, he down there 6 foot himself. He could have bodied my ass a little bit though, but he didn't. You know what I'm saying? So next you know, the plan was after we did that, we supposed to went back to his house, but we didn't. We ran, try to go to the store, get the credit card and all that stuff, try to cash it out. Soon we was like a block away. We was like a block away from the store, bro. One squad car came. The dude, the 6 foot dude, you know what I'm saying? He had the dude that's my cousin. He had got the bike to the other dude that was with us, and he didn't know. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't thinking nothing of it. But so soon as we got to the block, the other dude was on the bike. He swerved off and started paddling somewhere else. And then man, dude got caught. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, it was only one squad car. You know what I'm saying? It was like a plain squad car. It was only one squad car. So next you know, we got buzzed down. You know what I'm saying? I'm scared. I'm kind of a little scared, nervous. I don't know how he was feeling. So after that, went to the county. All that got booked. All that. So me, I'm loyal. You know what I'm saying? I'm very, very loyal to the point where you know what I'm saying, at that particular time, I was ready to give my life I would have gave my life up for, you know what I'm saying, anybody that, you know what I'm saying, that I felt like they was you know what I'm saying, like my homie or whatever the case might be, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Uh, After that, it was a wrap for me. But you know what I'm saying? It was a wrap for me. Once I did that, they say I supposed to. Like I tell you, if you have the right to, you know what I'm saying, to remain silent. If anything you say against your court of law, I dismiss my rights and I got talking. Only reason why because I was being loyal. I wanted to do to get off. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to do to get off. You know what I'm saying? Get up out of there. I was loyal, too damn loyal. You know what I'm saying? I would try to take the rap up for him. You know what I'm saying? So he get out, but you know what I'm saying? But honestly, he was a dirty nigga though. He was a dirty nigga. I wish I would have knew that back then versus what I knew now. But anyways, so I was facing like what 30? They said I was facing up 30 to 40 years. That's named it as armed robbery, but it was an armed robbery that dropped it to strong armed robberies, and then my dad came through. He got me in this program to the point where that lowered the bill to $1,000, and shit, I ended up balling out. Got on house arrest, then went to court. Got 3 years probation and shit. Then after my 3 year was up, shit. Even though I was still doing bad shit, but I wasn't doing like robberies no more. I wasn't doing that. You know what I'm saying? But I felt like God knew my heart to the point where I ended up getting out. You know what I'm saying? Seeing now, talking to y'all guys now, I ended up getting out. So, and been blessed. You know what I'm saying? So God knew my heart. He knew my heart wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if my heart, if I wasn't, if I feel like if I was like, I feel like if I was got away with that, I think I'd probably been doing some whole other stuff, some whole other stuff. So I'm glad everything worked. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad everything, like, you know, I seen the wrongs that I was doing and made that promise to God to, you know, never do that again. And if you let me out, and so far I never been back. But yeah, I never been back. But I was in there for like a good 2 months. I think it was like a month or two. Yeah, but it was like the worst day of my. It was like it wasn't the worst because everybody was in there was cool, but at the same time, just being locked up and treated like you an animal. When to do this, when to do that, and can't do this, can't do that, bruh. That joint was very, very a little stressful. Then you got some of them security officers may having bad days, try to come in and be on bull crap with you. So it's like, man, it was very crazy, man. But so far, I'll be back. I'm on the good side now. I'm working and doing stuff for myself. You know what I'm saying? But I want to leave off this video. That's it for the story time. But I want to say this though. For those that's out here robbing, for kids that probably watching this, man, you know what I'm saying, that's lost, whatever, man, I'm just gonna tell you like this, man. Work for your stuff. If you want something, that pair of Jordans, new clothes, you can work for it. It's a million ways out here to hustle. You know what I'm saying? You gotta sell drugs, you gotta rob nobody to do none of that. And for you robbers out there, don't be out here robbing people, man. Cause people actually do work hard for their shit. I know it's easy to do it, but man, you could do it the same way. You could do the same thing. For kids that's watching this, y'all could do the same thing, man. Y'all could go to work, y'all could hustle, you could cut can, you could right now in Wisconsin it's snowing, you could go show people snow for $5, $10, whatever. And it's so many ways to out here to hustle, man. You know what I'm saying? I just want to leave it off with a positive note. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's many ways to hustle, man. It's many ways to do things to strive for yourself. That because somebody else probably got it before you, and you late getting it. It's ain't about who get it first. It's about what you do with it. You know what I'm saying? It's about what you do with it. And what else? I just want to leave y'all with a positive note with that. So I'm gonna talk our ear off. You know what I'm saying? Like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what y'all want to see next. You know what I'm saying? I got, you know what I'm saying. But then again, I got a lot of content on. I'm cooking up for you guys too. I know I didn't post a while. You know what I'm saying? Been posting a while, man. I've been working. So, but I got y'all. I got y'all. Trust me. Like I say, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all guys in the next video.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face. Tell me that you love me, even if it's fake.